Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. What's really happening? Yeah, I was supposed to check economic news, but we don't really have much, so I'm not gonna waste your time on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on that 500 rand account and show you how it's going, and also show you other people who actually performing very well on that prop firm thing. Or not, there's not really many, but I will just show you that. Yeah, so firstly, let's go on our MetaTrader. This is our MetaTrader. You can see, check nicely there, check nicely. Or let me just make it smaller so that you can see both sides. Don't say, Kenzo, you did not really show us everything. So what happened here is we had some orders last Friday, or let's say Friday. So because the market was just breaking out of this resistance there, so I took some buys, then the market reversed. So now I'm still holding those trades because my stop loss is around this level. But you can notice that now we are on 970, 975. From that 500, now we are on 975. Maybe for those who don't really see nicely, not dollars, something like this. 975. So this actually we did not really have enough trades, to be honest. We never had enough trades, but yes, those few trades, they did give us something. So here the market is still playing, as you will see the analysis. I'll be showing you the analysis. So you can see on the history side here, we did not really make much. It's only that 400. It's only this 400 that we made. This $44, I think, is just, I don't know if it's commission or something, but they just add, they keep adding those smaller amounts in that account. But this is the actual profit that we made, 397. Actually, that is 400. If you count that nicely from the smaller profits that we made before, you can see that we had smaller profits before. You see this two rands or something. I don't know where they say div. I don't know if it's dividends or something. I don't know. And they end up adding to that 44. So I don't know what's really happening with that, but I just get those smaller amounts. So with that, you can see that we made 3 something. So now this account is growing, but it's growing very slower, like it's very slow. So I'm expecting the market to respect this level. You can see the market has been consolidating here. I'm expecting to hold this until maybe we see a proper profit. But besides that, I have a stop loss here. If the market goes against me, it means I'm gonna lose something. But what I like is I'm almost doubling that account. So which means we will see what will happen when times goes on. So if you are in the group, obviously when I take the trade, I will mark that as account or growth account so that you can know that I also took that, right? So I will try on this one is going to be on WhatsApp. So I will try to hide the names, guys. I don't really want to publish the names. So now we have something like this. So this was a smaller group that we had actually. So I'll try to hide something here so that we don't really actually take out the names, but it's fine. I will try to use my mouse here. So you can see from this area, let me start to go like down like that. So if I go up, you can see that there is someone who actually won a prop firm account. So you can see that. I will try to also hide the names. Let me see, this thing is getting slower. So if we go up again, little bit up, you can see that there's someone who also someone who is doing good. They say I had my first green week since going live and January 1st, finally got out of break even. That's great, you see. So that was few people who actually was starting to make it. So on this one, it's just pure prop firm. Let's go on that and see. So I'll also try to hide the names. I'll just go back where we started. This computer is getting slower. So yeah, we started around this area. So I will just show you the amounts only. We don't really have to show you everything. Let's see. First, let's see. First, Okay, it's fine. I think there is something here. Okay, it's fine. Let me show you something. Go down, go down. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, here is the first one. You can see here, he said, I closed, I'm trying to change the color. I closed with 10K profit, ne? Okay, that's fine. Let's push to the next one. I mean, for those who actually maybe who want to join our prop firm, so let's go down again so that we can see another amount. Again, you can see that he also had another 10K here. You can see that. So you don't really have to go through the conversation that much. I'm just showing you that, yeah, it's actually happening, and I will get back to you on that. Another one here is, you can see that he made another let's say 6K, you see. So this is actually just an example. Down there we don't really have anything. It's actually 3 signals because we started few, I think it's 2 weeks ago or something. So on that, it shows that yes, something is happening. So while we are on that, I'm responding this to, actually, I saw the comment. I'm not saying it's bad. I saw the comment saying that, Kenzo, how many prop firm did you win? Okay, it's a good question. So my answer to that is quite simple. I don't really need a prop firm. So let me answer that again, maybe nicely. People who actually want to use prop firm, it's actually people who wants to get funded. Let's say maybe you have your $200 and maybe you want to get funded with maybe 20K, right? So that you can trade smoothly with that bigger amount. Unfortunately, guys, when it comes to me on that, when I try to answer that question, I don't really need to be funded because I already have enough to fund myself. And when you go on the prop firm, there are so many rules that you have to actually obey. But when I have enough, or when I know that I can make enough with whatever that I have, why should I go with the prop firm? Because it's not like we trade prop firm, we trade the market. We still trade the market, the same Nasdaq, the same US30, but the rules, the only different is just because we know what we're doing, we end up winning, whether it's prop firm or just normal account. You see, that's the difference. So I don't really have to join prop firm so that I can help someone to win prop firm. Actually, I can help you to win on your trading, to be disciplined, to follow the certain rules that the broker or that prop firm wants. It's not really about prop firm, for those, if maybe you think about it. So maybe I answered that question. I hope I did answer that question. I don't really need a prop firm to help someone to win a prop firm. Simple as that. Because you don't really win prop firm, you win trades. Simple as that. So anyways, on that, I think we took like 8 minutes, but yeah, I was showing you something there, but it's fine. Then I will try to make it quick. I will try to make sure that yeah, I will just try to make timestamps so that this doesn't really take longer for you to skip. Some of you just want to skip to where maybe you just want to see Nasdaq or something like that, right? So this week we did not really have enough trades, and it shows that the market is trying just to play around with us. The market is just where this phase is where the market is trying to adjust itself, to create those higher swing, lower swing, just to set itself ready for the next moves, right? So, and mostly I think some features, or I think they are expiring this month, especially the 1st of March. So they are going to restart. So that's why we will see most of this pairs, they will be going crazy. But anyways, that's how the market does its things. So now we are actually on dollar index. What's really happening? I hope, guys, I did answer you maybe on those accounts, because sometimes I don't really have enough time to just record non-stop. So What's really happening here is, yeah, we are actually on DXY. You can see that we are coming from this downtrend. I'll just try to be as quick as possible. So from this area, we can see that the market is trying to give us a nice breakout. From this breakout, we were just expecting to see the market pushing to the upside, but that is not really happening. The market is creating some crazy structures here. So now you can see that we have this movement here, like the market was trying to go even even lower from that nice structure, but it seems like now it's reversing. It seems like now the dollar found its strength. It's breaking out of this resistance area, so we'll see what will happen. Don't just jump on the market. Let's just wait and see what is going to happen from this area, right? So whatever that happens, we will just try to understand what this move have as an effect to other pairs, because this is a dollar. If it pushes up like that, it shows that the dollar now is getting that momentum or that bullish momentum. So when we check Euro USD or Gbpusd, do we see something? Sometimes they might not really correlate that much, but this structure here, it shows that the market is trying to actually reverse, but still early. The market can still go down again. So let's push to the next one, which is USDJPY. What's really happening? It's quite straightforward. We are actually on this USDJPY. We can easily see that the market is now pushing to the upside, but we've been consolidating around this, so we can't buy there. We just waiting for the market to break out before we look for that buy, or the market might actually bounce back on this support, but I will be happy if it touches this lower one here, lower support, then or let's say outer support, then we can then jump on that. Unless if the market breaks, then we can say no, things are changing, let's look for something else. So you can see that when the dollar index is pushing up, even here USDJPY is trying to recover, but we will see if maybe we will see a breakout. If the breakout is there, we are going to look for that buy. So now we are actually on USD, sorry, not USD, GBPJPY. So on GBPJPY, maybe you saw that the market was starting to get crazy. So what we're going to do there, it was to, the best way is to just clear everything and start afresh. So once we clear everything here, we can easily see that no, man, we can start afresh with the structures and understand what's really happening. So on the bottom side here, if we can check, because remember we had something like this as an uptrend, but now the market is doing its thing there. It's no longer making sense on ourselves or on our side, sorry. So I think this area might act as a support. Do you see that? Let me mark this area again. This area, this point, I think they are around the same level. So on top here, we also had something that was obvious, but now I start to see something, man. I start to see some changes. So we don't really have to be, do you see that? I hope you see that. Let me clear that again. And once I start to draw it like that, even on the bottom, it's like it is starting to make sense. Do you see that? So now it means we totally out of that uptrend. It's like now we have a structure like this. But for me to go all in here, I will wait for the market to break this support. Then I will say, okay, it's now a good time for me to do it, to actually look for that buy. So now let's draw those structures that I just pointed out, right? Let me just put this here. Firstly, make sure that you can see both sides of your chart. Make sure if this thing is going to make sense. To me, this makes sense. Let's try to draw another one. Let's try to copy this. Hold Control and yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think it makes sense, man. It makes sense. So, but I will not just go crazy on this. I will just try to go slower. So just to, we are not forced to draw this, but if we draw something like that on the bottom side, it starts to give us some downtrend structure. I hope you can see this. You can see 1, 2. This one did not really touch nice, but this one did. On top there, we also have quite similar touches. So to me, this makes sense. To me, this makes sense. and we took time to catch up on this type of a structure. So what we're going to do here is we are going to draw a nice diagonal structure, and if the market breaks out of that, then we can look for a proper sell, as the market is trying to show us that, you know what, Kenzo, we're no longer on those your bullish moves or bullish structures. So now we have something like this, and that's how the market moves. The market will evolve over time. So, and as the market is going further and further, sometimes the market will change without even giving you a time to catch up. But we need to catch up if maybe we start to see that no, things are changing very quick. So now we are actually on Euro USD. What's really happening? You can easily see that yes, the market was actually going down from up here. The market was going down, but we had to draw proper structures. You can see there. So we had a nice breakout. We had a trade. The market doesn't really want to reach halfway there. So we've been playing on this, or we've been holding this. I don't really trade Euro USD, so which means they were in nice profit. I don't know if I did update my people about this, but I was waiting for the market to reach halfway there before I say, okay, let's lock that and stuff like that. But the market we can still say the market is still actually above our downtrend. So I'm expecting to see a nice continuation. Yes, the market can take time sometimes. Sometimes the market can just play around. As you can see, this is that week where the market will be breaking, trying to reverse, and this area seems to be a nice consolidation structure. So we don't really need to fight the market. We don't really need to fight the market, but we will see what we can do. So that's why this week we don't really have enough trades, but it's understandable. So now we are actually on gold. What's really happening on gold? So on my side, I think gold is quite similar to Gbpusd. You can easily see that yes, the market was previously going up. We had proper structures supporting our statements. You can see we have several touches. This was a very proper uptrend. But when times goes on, when things start to change, when things start to do whatever, you will start to realize that no, man, the market is now giving us some different structures, and we need to adapt very quick. So let's see, I start to see something like that. Do you see that? Even if I start it here, it will make sense. Then on the bottom side, it's also quite similar to what I saw on Gbpusd. So we have something like that. Do you see that? And to me, that makes sense, which means we need to draw our proper resistance like that. So let's have something like that. Do you see that? So I will just hold this. Hold that one. Now I'll just make this line. So you can see that we have our double lines there. This makes our job to be quite easier, because now we can see that, yeah, this is a downtrend. This is quite a straightforward downtrend. Do you see that? Something like that. So it shows us that, you know what, we actually on a downtrend. We are actually on a downtrend. So even though it seems like we took some time to catch up, but this one already, I saw it yesterday. So if you did watch my previous analysis already, you saw this. So we had something like that in the group. If the market pushes lower, this is supposed to be visible. If the market pushes lower, then our pending order is going to be quite ready around this level. So something like that, you see. If the market continues selling, it means that we are going to have a proper sell, but we have a smaller support here that the market needs to break before we jump on that sell. Simple as that. So let's push to the next one. I'm trying to be as quick as possible. So now we are actually on US30. What's really happening? A quite straightforward structure. We are on a very nice uptrend. You can see that the market is actually going or pushing to the upside. So we had this nice support. The market never even tried to break that, which is nice. So now if we go closer, let's zoom that. Let's zoom this. So you can see that, oh, the market, we had a proper buy before on Friday. This is the same, quite similar structure that made us to buy on Nasdaq. So, but I will show you that on Nasdaq. Remember, because we have a trade on that Nasdaq. So what we have here is the structure was pushing up very nice. So you can see that where we are, the market created a nice resistance there. Once the market breaks out, we had that buy, the market was halfway there. So this one doesn't really stress me because I already told my people to log, do whatever. So, but I think the market will be reversing again. So which means we might still have the same entry there, because now the market is giving us something very nice. We're reaching this resistance, and there it shows us that maybe the market wants to retest. Maybe we might start to see a nice push to the upside, and that will be great. That will be great because we're going to jump on that. Unless if maybe the market tries to push to go even lower, we will see where it stops. Maybe it will stop here, or maybe it will respect our diagonal structure, which is this one, or let's say diagonal support, right? So, but I'm expecting it to respect this level before pushing up. And this type of structures happens, guys. Let me show you something, because even if we can try to make this video very short, if we cut other information, not really gonna be nice. So what I see here is, look at this structure. Let me just box it like this. Let's say this, it's quite the same thing, actually twins. Even here I can say twins. After the market breakout here, we see a breakout. Then the market doesn't really push that much. The market consolidates. After that, the market will be aggressively pushing to the upside. Here we also have the same thing. The market consolidates, breaks out. But here it shows that the market might end up consolidating, which means there is a room after this breakout, after this consolidation, the market might continue aggressively. So I'm not saying that this is going to happen exactly as I'm saying, but that might happen. Mostly the market will actually rhyme, but not really the same, right? So let's push to the next one, which is actually Nasdaq. So on Nasdaq, it's quite straightforward. So this week, guys, we don't really have proper news, and it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month. So, but what do we have here on Nasdaq? We have a proper structure, guys. We have a proper structure. The market is pushing, it's going up, very nice. So what we see here is we also have this counter trend line or inner support. You can see that the market was now going to the upside, so we were expecting another continuation of a buy. This one is the amount or is the structure that made me to take that 500 to that 900. So what happened there was that on that Friday, the same week, we were still happy, obviously. And then US30, S&P 500 were breaking everything. So what happened was the market just broke out of this resistance. So we took a buy. That's why you see those buys there. Then after we took those buys, now the market is reversing against us. So should we close? Not really, because now the market is giving us something very nice there as a support. It shows that the market might end up continuing to the upside. Quite similar to here. The market was doing the same thing, started to give us just quite the same structure. Then we ended up having a very proper buy, right? So even here, I'm also thinking the same. I have some buys here. Fortunately, I did not really over risk there, but unfortunately I opened 3 positions because I wanted to take advantage of that move, but the market did not really continue. So which means I'm still expecting to see a proper push from this area. See, and that is gonna be nice if the market pushes up, because we already have 3 positions ready. So which means I'm still holding, and yes, I can still be wrong if the market tries to go lower, maybe make some retest around this level or this diagonal one here, then that is going to be closed, so it's fine. So then the market might reach this level or this level, then we can look for the next buy. If the market is gonna go in our favor, it means this positions that we are holding here, obviously we are hoping that the market will break. Remember, those positions that we did hold those positions since Friday, so it's possible that we can reach another Friday. So now you can see that it's not really some very nice stuff that we're doing. Sometimes we hold for a week, sometimes so I'm in between. Sometimes I'm a swing trader, sometimes I'm a day trader, sometimes I'm scalping. it depends on the market structure. If the market did hold us and we see that we are not in a profit, if we were in a smaller profit, we're just going to close that and say, let's wait for a proper breakout. But unfortunately, we are still in that smaller negative. So we don't really have to do anything. We just set our stop losses and just wait for the market to do its thing. We don't really guess. And we're not stressing because already we are on profit. So we are playing around with our profits, right? So S&P 500, what's really happening? Quite straightforward structure. The market is pushing up very nice, quite similar to what we saw actually on a US30. The market seems to be retesting here on this previous resistance. So maybe the market will end up pushing to the upside. So let's just wait. There's nothing much I can show you on that. So 26 minutes, guys. This video is getting longer and longer, but I will try to split that. So on the German 30, it's flying. There's nothing much, guys, on that. It's already flying. So, and the structure to me doesn't really make sense. So I don't really want to waste your time on that. So now we are actually on USOIL. USOIL is moving like that. You see that? But we have this horizontal resistance. On the bottom side here, we have a proper support. So we are expecting the market to reach this area again before we look for that buy. But the market seems to be creating another inner support there. But we're not going to fall for this. We are waiting for a proper reversal before we look for that sell. Unless if maybe the market breaks this resistance and tries to continue pushing to the upside, then we're going to jump on that. But for now, let's try to relax. Let's try to relax. So for those who wants to be part of the team, what to do, you can pause this video and you can just watch that and see which one do you want. Which one do you want to be part of? Then if maybe you want to be in prop firm, there is 350, then I can help you to win. Actually, to win trades, not to win prop firm. Because when you win trades, it means automatically you will be winning your prop firm. For those who don't really understand, right? Because that comment, it's not like it's really bad, but it shows that people don't really think outside the box. If I'm helping someone to win a prop firm, I don't really need to be in a prop firm account to win that. What we do is I'm just repeating whatever that I know that it's good. If I say buy Nasdaq now, hold it, close, do this, do that, because on yourself you can't do that. On yourself you are just going to go aggressive. You don't really know when to get out. You don't know when to scale up. You don't really know when to maybe stay out of the market. You just want to trade unnecessarily. That it's something that is going to make you to lose. If you don't really understand, it comes with scale. Simple as that. So anyways, thank you very much. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.